So I'm going to show you what should be on your 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 RentGrow report. Okay, I'm doing some fly stuff I don't need to be doing. So I'm gonna share my screen again, but this time I'm going to show y'all what an actual RentGrow report looks like. Okay, so let me go here. Let me make sure I am sharing this properly. All right, cool. So because this isn't obviously an actual person, and not only are they an actual person, but this is my client. She did give me permission to use her report, but I'm just obviously blocking out personal information. But she's totally okay with me using her name and her information as a guide in her report. So I appreciate that. So once the property management company or the landlord, they go through RentGrow. Literally, it just takes seconds for this whole report to be completed and for them to determine whether or not you're going to be approved or denied for your application. So they have the screening report. It has your name, it has your personal information on it. It also, if you can see here, I don't know if you can see it clearly, you should, but it says the results of the application is that it's declined that quickly. Okay. And it explains why. The reason: civil court history does not meet property requirements, minor level of late credit payments. We're going to go into both of these in just a matter of moments. Items to review: premium national civil court records found. That is more than likely that was the nail in the coffin. Not necessarily the late payments, but whatever they found in the court system. All right. Now, on this side, it talks about her residential history, the last residence she was at, how long was she there. In this case, she was there for 2 years, 5 months. It tells all your business. Okay, all your business. How long you're at your last job, your proposed rent, uh 13, in this case it was $1,341, and her rent income ratio, she's at 45%. I'm gonna let you know now, I don't do debt to income ratio. I leave that up to my lenders because a lot of y'all are trying to purchase homes. um I stay in my lane with that, but if you know something or you want to look it up, then please do so, but at least it tells you what it is, so that's pretty cool. Now, here's a summary, and that's basically all the Rent Bros reports are. It's a summary of everything. And the summary here in this section is showing you what platforms they used to look up your information within these few seconds, right? So it says here the date was requested from the date it was requested was September 8th, 2023 at 5:25 p.m. And that same moment it was completed, right? So they searched their credit report, the premium national civil court record search, rental history search, and OFAC name search. Just make sure you are who you are, right? Now, when they looked at the credit report, they said the credit report was completed, and you're actually going to see which credit bureau they looked at, this particular property management company, and the results. And as you can see, that's how they found the minor level of late credit payments through the credit report. The premium national civil court records showed something. She had something going on, and whatever it was, it instantly, I'm pretty sure this is what denied her, but it went against the property management's rules. Okay, so she got denied because of that. We'll get into that as well. Rental history search meets property requirements. So more than likely they check like Experian, Rent Bureau. You can report, if you're a tenant, you can report your positive payment history to them directly. But if you're a landlord or a property manager, you can use Experian rental history, and you can see if someone has any evictions or they owe, if any problems, mispayments, things like that. Same platform. So whatever the case, nothing showed up here. Even though this does not specify Experian rent, what's it called? The rent bureau, Experian rent bureau. No, I'm sorry. The Experian, I forgot exactly what it's called, but Experian rent reporting, right? I called I called RentGrow and I spoke to an individual and I asked her, "What are you guys searching?" And that's what she said. She said, "We do Experian for credit repair for the credit, and we also use Experian rent search. And if they have any missed payments, then yeah, we will show it. It will show up and it will show up on our report." So in this case, it wasn't, and I can actually confirm that. With this client, I checked each and every one of these myself, and this is pretty thorough and it's pretty much on point. The name search, she is who she is, so that wasn't a problem. Now, their credit report. So this particular property company, this particular property, they only check Experian. So that's another thing you want to check out. You want to ask the landlord or you want to ask the property managed company, hey, what credit bureaus do you check? Do you check all three, two, one, none? Do you check maybe a different one? Maybe they strictly go by the Experian one, right? Maybe they go by something else. I don't know. But whatever the case is, if they're going to check your credit report, ask them which credit bureau do they check. In this case, they only check Experian, and this is her Experian credit report. And this is a summary, and it's showing missed payments. Okay. 30 days late, 60, 90, how many? So she has a total, it says all of the accounts that she has, what's delinquent, what's not, charge offs, any legal issues. So if you look under legal items, it says zero, right? But if it says zero, how is she denied? Because it's not reporting under at least Experian, because they don't show any other credit report. And then here the credit report is showing where her negatives are. So anytime you see anything in the red, you know that it's some sort of an issue. You scroll down on the report, you will see Premium National Civil Court Record Search. These are the results. And not only is there one case against her, there are two cases that they found against her. That is a definite huge hell to the nizal, right? And I dug deeper and I actually pulled up her records. And when I pulled up her court documents, I saw everything. So, and I also talked to the client. So, like, I know the actual story, and I hate when people tell me the whole backstory, but I wanted to hear it in this case. So, in this case, if you pay attention, this is something that did go to court. It was dismissed. The amount due was $0. And if you see on the other one, which is very frequently, it was a couple months ago, she has a balance here. So with this situation, she didn't even show up. It was something that I don't remember the details, but it's something her and her landlord had an understanding and agreement about. So it was I don't know what the detail was, but she wasn't worried about it, but she didn't think it was going to show up on her credit report. She thought that it was just something, no big deal. And I saw them like, no, they put it on there. Okay. Now she's going through something pretty recently, and this is actually an open case, according to what she said. Um, even though it looks like the judgment was already submitted, it shows you when it was filed and then when the judgment took place in that date. And usually it means it's closed, it's not open. So she says it's open. But whatever the case, they're seeking, the court is looking for $839 to be paid. I looked at the documents and all of this information is 100% accurate. No missed anything, no nothing, right? So in this case, what I would recommend is for her to get this top case removed or expunged or what have you, especially since she has a good relationship with the old landlord. All right. In this situation, I would recommend that she communicate directly with the property management company, resolve this issue, and then reapply, and even see if she could get it expunged or removed, or some sort of letter from the property management, something so it goes more into her favor. Again, you want to do this before you apply for an apartment, because you already know this is going to deny you. All right. So, and then this at the bottom is just telling you where they got this information from.